What's up, everybody? My name is Spectreffex, and we are finally starting Alan Wake 2. I don't know anything about this game, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm super excited to get in. So let's go. First things first. Headphones. Let's go. What do you mean nudity sensor? Why is there nudity in this game? Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn that on. And it's hidden in the options, like, after you get into the game on the main menu screen. I'm glad I looked at the options, which I always do, but yeah, in interface, there's a button for nudity censor. I'm gonna turn that on, just so that I don't have to censor it in editing. Anyway, let's go! Normal. I've heard that the story is better, but the gameplay is not in this, but take that for what it is.
Back to the beginning.
Hi.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Your third eye is open.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Hi.
This is not the story I hoped it would be.
Uh-huh.
This is not the ending I wanted.
You wrote it.
This story will eat us alive.
If you let it.
This story is a monster.
Sure.
And monsters wear many
That's a
faces.
cool effect. We got some cinematography up in here. Hi. Who are you? Is this where there would have been nudity? Because he's in underwear? If so, that's weird. Oh, I'm in the game, okay. Who are you? Alright, back out to Saga. Oh. This is like a semi-cutscene. Ooh, the controls are very wibbly-wobbly. Sensitivity is very high. We'll see how that goes. I hate when they make R3, L3 run.
Please. Can you hear me?
Come on, we should go.
What's wrong with me? I'm naked, but also censored.
God.
Yeah, when you have to do the joystick click to run, I don't like that. And I could have switched it, but there wasn't a good button to switch it to. Up there. I'm limping, so I'm injured. Hello? We'll go with the default button. I switched it, but the default button actually is better. That was a way bigger reaction than I was expecting. Ahem. Very ominous. What is out here in the bushes? Oh! I saw that. Mm. Is there any reason to go this way? Wait, what? Oh, this is the way I need to go, isn't it? So the Taken are wandering the woods, apparently. Please do not have me in this forest with no weapons having to fight. Run to the light! Oh, that's not good. I was hoping I could dodge or something. Oh, okay. The cult.
Where's the rest of the stuff?
Kalima! Again! Om Nam Shivaya. Who was that? It kind of looked like Nightingale. Yeah, so he would have been naked there, I'm guessing. Gratuitous nudity. That kind of looked like Nightingale, though, right? The FBI guy. That is a dark start to this game, my god. Alan! Wake! In case you didn't know. Alan Wake, aye. Oh, so pretty.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
Sam
I'm
Lake?
good, Mom. How are you?
Sean Ashmore!
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
That looks like Sam Lake to me.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
The syncing on the audio with the mouths is not good.
Here we are.
Okay.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Hi. So they're FBI. Oh, so if that was Nightingale, they would be here to investigate his disappearance, probably. Alright.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation. Return 1. Alright, I'm leaving. Oop. Oh, dodge is L1. I was pushing R1 to try and dodge. You were
Before we get swallowed
in
up
my
by the
way.
trees.
There's a cat blocking my way right now.
I should take a look at that map.
I'm getting there. Nightmare territory. Pick up a map. Map displays key locations.
I think I hear someone.
Hi.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a
Could
look.
be. I would love to be able to see the game, right? It's nice that we have a map now. Witchfinder Station. Bony Leg Path. Rental cabin. Whatever is here in the middle that I can't see because of a cat. Kroshka. Kroshka. Ow. Stabbed me in the elbow. Witch's Ladle. General store. Blah, blah, blah. Huh. All things related to witches' cauldrons. Okay. Look at the leaves. They're so pretty. Hi. I love really good saturation. When you get, like, that contrast between the fog here and then you get this bright color here. Gorgeous. Hi.
Hey, over
I see
here.
you.
Hey
Cauldron
there.
Lake rental
Agent
cabins.
Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
I'm in charge.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this
Saga.
case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
I'm right here.
Federal agents
Thornton.
right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean?
Right here.
Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Oh, I get to pick. Real quick. Mulligan and Thornton, we heard them on the radio frequently in Alan Wake Run 1.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Look at the shine on the leaves. Like, the closer you get, the weirder they look. But from afar, you get, like, a nice sheen on them, and I love that. I don't need a debriefing, but it wants me to.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently
Missing?
outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Let's take a look.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
I really hope this is hinting at the Max Payne remake. I would love a Max Payne remake so much. And with this level of graphics, I mean, that's basically Max Payne right there.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Is there a problem here? Is there a problem here? Oh, she automatically went back under. Oh, look at the lighting coming through and hitting that tree. Ooh, sensitivity's still a little high. Tree. I'm not a tree, I'm an ent. Treebeard, they called me.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Can access and the mind board.
The Mind Place.
Her mallet.
My version of the Mind Palace technique.
I was gonna say Mind Palace,
to sift
yeah.
through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
If you were gonna make a nod... Shut up. If you were gonna make a nod to the Mind Palace, why come up with something almost similar with Mind Place? Like, you could have called it the Memory Sanctum or something else, but my god. Can I explore my own mind place? I have goals. Crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. This, right here reminds me of, hey, look at that picture, that's awesome. Oh, cute. Reminds me of The Evil Within. Two more specifically, I think. Alright, case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. You can use whatever to move around. L2, R2 to zoom. Victims. Oh, okay. You are now free to navigate. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Okay. Ted Lane. Victim reported missing in 2010. Discovered in 2012. Buried in a shallow grave. Wendy Davis. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Stop. Child. Some organs missing. Predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Found 2 weeks ago, Percy Wolf. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Oh, it could be that guy too, I guess. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest. All bodies experience bloating from being underwater. Previous murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible. A message from the killer, maybe? Or their art. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, they have nothing in common. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay. Okay. Now I see why this game is twice as long as the other one. Exit.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Place does not pause the game. Be aware of threats in your area. That's interesting.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real
A lot of
funny,
reading
Anderson.
here. Oh, case at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted. Saturday, as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and the psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, "If you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us." The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Oh my god, all of these are readable. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his dog refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. "When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears," she said. "I must have asked, 'Am I dreaming?' at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. "It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, you know. And so it felt real good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that." Does a hike a day keep depression away? No. It might be bright sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? No. Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. As a Minnesotan, I can tell you we are all very vitamin D deficient. Riley, what are you doing? Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No, in this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only in the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Okay. That was a lot of information to throw at me that was not even that helpful. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Sam Lake, Alex Casey. I'm going to call you Sam. Starting fires is prohibited.
Prohibidado.
Prohibit what?
Please do not feed the wildlife. Raccoons may be cute, but they are not cuddly. Leave no trace. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Stairs are out.
He runs
You
when
okay
I
to
do.
jump down?
I'm not that old.
I'm not that old. We know. You... Oh, I can climb back up. Okay. You look about the same. Mirror Peak. Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. We need to get some stories started here, because this is a lot of reading.
Fucking nature.
Fucking nature. Do you need a painkiller? Do you need a painkiller? Do you need a painkiller for your headache? Sam Lake, do you need a painkiller? Okay. When he goes that way, I run in the opposite direction.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Roger. Oh, I stopped. Okay. I love when games do that nowadays. They force you to turn around. Like, she stopped moving on her own. And that bush, I think, loaded in. And then she turned around. Please tell me you have better stamina than Alan. Okay. Rock? Dreamcatcher? Or... I don't know. Sort of God's Eye looking thing. Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resembles a mortar and pestle, quite like the one of the Witch of Cauldron Lake, is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Whoops. Forgot I have a mind palace. Mind place. Stupid. You could have called it something better.
Is that a
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
kid's lunchbox?
Is that my
An
collectible?
Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Script fragments. Can't talk today, my god. When Dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Sure. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mind place. Pistols. Again and again, so I need a lot of scraps, I guess. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire. Increase magazine. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy. Okay. Exit. Okay. They really, really changed the mechanics in this one. It's very interesting. Feels a lot like a brand new game. Hi.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
No.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I can't look at you in the face, Saga, but are you insane? Not a bad place to get murdered. That's a weird thing to say.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The
We know.
only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Phone booth.
Here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap.
Hi.
Still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. Yeah, but
So the witch's hut is over there. There's way too much to explore. And I can't even tell what way's the right way right now. I mean, other than following
I think I saw something.
Alex.
It'll only take a minute.
Always
Okay.
here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
One sec. I do like that there's actually, like, they address when she disappears. She'll be like, I'll be right back.
Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You
Sure.
forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Oh, weird. Charms. That's unexpected. Logan's charm. That must be like something I got. Okay, so that's inventory. That's flashlight. I have to learn all new buttons right now. Oh. Let's actually use the flashlight. I know I looked at the controls and then immediately wiped them from my brain. Collect. What did that say? Ugh. That was too tiny for my little eyes to see. Is that it here? Okay. Can you tell me what that was? No? Okay. I have no idea what I picked up because I couldn't read it because it was teeny tiny font. So, Erie, you're gonna have to tell them. It's locked. Come on, girl, not jump. Okay, Monday, 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, 9/4. Nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, 9/5. Hunters out after dark? Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Thought you said there was a body behind the store. Apparently not. You lied to me. Hi. Oh. Okay.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Juicy. Oh, the
Step
heart's still
1.
here.
Examine the corpse.
I see it.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Loaded. You've unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard in the mind place. Oh my god, I have to physically do it.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. You are now free to examine. You can collect clues from the body.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Heart
The
right
killer
here.
left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question.
Ugh.
Did she really just at me because I was too low for her to place it on this wide open board?
Makes sense. Heart removed from chest.
Huh.
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a new deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. I can check goals. You are now free to examine. Murder matches previous cases, but interrupted. May find some new leads this time. Find evidence. Find evidence. Talk to somebody. Okay, not gonna lie, not crazy about this aspect of it. it almost seems like it's added in here to try and add more gameplay in something that I'm assuming is going to be very story heavy.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Tire tracks here. Are those of no import? How'd they get in?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice
Okay.
talking to you, too.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet anyway. I was just looking for clues. Gotta keep this saga going.
Deep research online. And I know how to keep confidential matters, confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
let's get back to work over here, can we?
Confused?
Wonder
Follow the
what's
steps.
inside.
Wash your hands.
I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the mind place. I'm gonna have to be in there a lot, I think.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
That's not weird at all. The symbol is everywhere. This one's into each other. And this one is up. Clock is stopped at 10:10 and 1 second. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline, real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structures, strange machine. Okay, got it. So he's got pictures here. And then that. Why are there so many of those symbols and she's not addressing them at all? Okay. So you've got, like... There has to be something in common or reasons that these symbols are here. Okay. But it's weird that she's
Hey,
not
Casey.
addressing them.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Ah! I should have looked at the box and seen because it's got the arrows on it too. To see, yeah, okay. Different shapes. But what Wash your hands. Oh, yeah, fridge. I did look at that. Okay. So, it corresponds with this stuff. In here. So, we've got the bow tie at an angle. We've got the bow tie down and up, and then we've got elevator buttons. I knew those had to correspond to the code, I just didn't know if I was looking for a number or something. Okay, so we've got bow tie. And then we've got a bow tie at an angle. I think it's this angle. And then we had elevator buttons. Nope, that's not the right one, this one. Wait, no, something was down and up. What was down and up? This was at the angle. Yeah. This was at an angle. And then we had down, up. There we go. Secret stash. Oh, discover one called stash and one lunchbox. Great. Great. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Too bad. Okay, so that still does not pertain to this crime scene. What am I looking for?
Welcome back, Anderson.
Thank you. Oh.
Any idea who
Wow.
the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Yeah,
He was
Nightingale.
FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people. Thanks! Would have been nice to, realize that sooner, but whatever. Oh, there's something over here. Oh.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Oh, no.
Was it for a camera?
Not the tripod.
Someone was drinking beer.
Clearly.
They spent time here. Waiting.
Clearly. You knew the victim?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale
been
went
missing?
missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Hi, Riley.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
One moment, please. Oh, right, in my mind place. Casey. Nightingale went off the deep end and FBI fired him. Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale. Every time I put you
Robert
down, you come back
Nightingale,
up.
Ex-FBI. Came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I love you. Okay, sure. I'm sorry, are you not comfortable enough? I can't see. Victim ID'd Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at the time of disappearance. Multiple sets of footprints. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. Heavy blood spatter. Does I go here or... Yeah. Okay.
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite
Those
the
are there
party.
for later. Interesting. So that said those are for later. Okay. Interesting. Alright. And I just stand here as I think to myself. It's very Sherlockian. So she said that's... Oop. Wrong button. What's my objective then? Learn more about the killer. Okay. Baby, wait. You're stuck in my netting. You and your claws.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Every time she says that, I'm like, crap, am I not doing something I'm supposed to?
Locked. They really don't want
Locked.
people coming in here.
Locked. Stop. Child. Child, please. Premeditated or spontaneous? Oh, got it. I didn't notice the other question. Looks new, brought by the killers. Why? To mount a camera? Weird snuff film? I'm just dumb.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
I don't know. Saga, you tell me. Somebody in my mind?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Mm-hmm. You can use profiling inside her mind. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Who the hell is telling you that in your brain? What is up with you, lady?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Ow! Apparently a container for his own heart. Okay. Am I done with this now?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. Okay. Didn't I just finish profiling the victim? I'm sorry you're not comfortable enough on my chest that isn't made for you.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
And it just lives in your brain? Why? Okay. She's weird. Oh, back over here. Got it. So this is updated now. I think that's what that means. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? Where's he been? She can feel it. She can feel it in her mind where some weirdo is talking to her.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Check the lake shore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that. Bizarre.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Well, that's the one I could see from up above. Riley's laying on my arms and my hands, so his legs are over my buttons. It was making it hard to run.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot.
Yep.
Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
I need my hands.
And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Not the
Playing
last.
this game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript pages can be read
should profile
inside Saga's
Nightingale about
mind,
this
please.
page.
Yes, that little yellow dot means there's updates.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
You gonna cut him open? Oh, Riley. The victim was one of their own. Okay, so this is what they read. It has the annotations, though. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Okay. The victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he has suddenly turned up only to be murdered in a brutal and bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was this page. This page. The first page they had found, not the last. Their first step down this terrifying depths. Into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, I keep doing that. Felt like a message, was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on, an invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery was presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Oh my god, the way that was written was atrocious.
The victim was one of their own.
Oh my god, I could have had him read it.
Special
Okay.
Agent Robert Nightingale. Gone
I'll remember that next time. I could have had Alan read it.
The
Certificate?
Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Shut up! Certificate of Meritorious Achievement of Agent Saga Anderson. 8/8/2019. Supervisory Special Agent Stacy Marrow. Hi. Anyway, back to the mood board.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Yes, I know.
It's dark. He was there too. You are not
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns doesn't make sense. Asking the wrong questions. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine this body properly back in town.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a
Did they?
scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience?
Both.
Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about
You
control.
made it back. Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after
Of
Deer
course.
Fest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
I saw it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh god, are you gonna make me drive again?
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
You were nice enough to already wait for me over here.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods.
All we've
Cute
seen
lodge
is
we
the
got
woods.
set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
This is weird. Can't even interact with it, okay. That's fine. Ooh, what's up here? Okay, so
A
the little
lunchbox
rocks.
again.
The rocks tell me about
Who's
the
leaving
lunchbox.
these out here?
Got it. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. And also the God's Eye. So instead of the yellow little markers.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm getting there. Ow.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Right, full sheriff department car. Oh my god, you are gonna make me drive, aren't you? I'm stuck on you. Oh no, thank god. They learned their lesson.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far.
Bold assumption
With
that
your
the
technique,
manuscript
these
maker is the
hunches
killer.
were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back to the city of Bright Falls.
Need
Town.
to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Okay. 81st Deer Fest. I'm not cheat. Thermos!
The diner's just up the waterfront.
Thermos!
Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
They're dressed up as thermosai. Thermoses. I wish you would just pick a spot and stay there. Like, oh. Fairy times.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Yeah, I like that she says that to him. Happy Harvest. Kids of all ages can celebrate. The water physics are nice. Radio.
Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
God, the radio stuff was all so long always. Just gotta explore a little.
I need something to cut this.
Interesting. So I'll be there later. I just always have this strong sense of needing to explore. That's locked. Even though these games are pretty linear.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
letting me go in a lot of places. This is where we're staying, right? Is there any reason to be here early? No idea. I'll let you know. Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Going awesome. How about you? Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old... Really? You moved so I blocked my view? Really? Cross-reference with old case files from NYC called Similarities, Commonalities, and Methodology. Part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. Why would they let me come here early? Mountains do not disturb. That one's locked. Do not disturb. Do not disturb.
I can't force it open.
Sure you can. Alright, let's go back outside.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Not to
Rude.
toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn
dear.
sure my...
Huge.
our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
I'll be back in a second.
Have you had today, Charlie?
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know
Hi.
what to expect, really. It is
Don't know, don't care.
Hi.
happiest day of the year.
How much have you had? Man, it is sweaty in these suits. Isn't it?
I'm glitching it.
Charlene,
Okay.
are you as comfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This town is way too open. Oh my
Let me
god.
guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's
Never
nice to have
mind
you.
about linear.
I got you both some coffee.
Thank you.
it's
Preach.
Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Nope.
I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here.
Okay, it
Frankly,
is.
we could use the help.
Oh, I suppose it was 13 years ago. It wouldn't be Sarah.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
But he's still
We've
Breaker.
looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it slowed down ever since Calder Lake was fast off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Stop talking. Jukebox is out of order.
Hey, how's it going?
The poor old thing...
That happened.
Shut up. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over again. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. That's funny. Well, and this place looks a little different. Still dark as hell back here, though. Map. Thank you. Aw.
I need something to force this open.
Okay. I can still go in the men's room. Okay. Was there a door here before? Interesting. Employees only. Too bad. Keep forgetting I have a flashlight. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Rest easy, buddy.
I mean, I like wildlife too, but what the hell? Who here has witnessed Did you witness?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, screw into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Sure.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna have that person's phone be in my line of sight, you could at least pretend he's doing something by putting images on the screen. He's just tapping at nothing. She's just tapping at nothing.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Good job. You haven't touched your pie.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying.
What did you see?
That's all.
What did you find? Profiling.
Good to see you.
The Bookers.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
I feel like I'm lost here. Why does she have this innate ability to discover information that isn't available to her? It's not explained.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
It's one of those things, like, very Deus Ex Machina, of she only knows this information because it's written in for her to know this information. Because this is, like, a story that's being told by Alan. So she has information at her disposal that she couldn't possibly know. Inexplicably. I wasn't done interviewing? Okay. What's on the radio? Tapio's weather report.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour.
He's still
brought to you
around?
by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain.
That
It gon'
definitely
rain.
seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain.
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No.
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they have one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
Okay. I understand the world building here, but what the hell? This game is odd. A new map. Yeah.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
How'd you know that? I'm with... What was her name again?
Told you not to keep that thing.
Tammy. And they're just
Thanks.
not gonna explain
This
it?
could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor.
Hi.
Stick around town for now in case we have
I
any more
wondered if you were
questions.
here still.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Thanks for bringing it up, Rose.
How are you?
Worse now.
Sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
You're so cavalier about that earth-shattering news. I can't really fix the sparklies that are happening on things because there's not a setting to turn down graphics other than just performance versus quality, but it doesn't change the sparklies. So, we're just
All
gonna have
set?
to live with that.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will
Can we run?
that sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're
No?
the Grand
Okay.
Wizard or something, are we?
Played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true.
You talking to me?
More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
I can't invade his personal space. Rude.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been.
Rude.
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Sure. Impossible not to, but okay. Hi.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible.
Let me in.
Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll start by going into an entirely different room.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. It only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season.
What the hell?
Oh no, a bear.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Help.
Haha, yes.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh,
yes.
Wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government.
Okay.
We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
Thermos!
A tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Yes. That was absolutely beautiful.
Agent?
Hi. Don't mind me. I'm just overstepping my
The
jurisdiction.
investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Don't mind me. Okay.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
I'm sorry. Wasn't that door Sarah's office before? They changed the layout in here. I mean, it's been 13 years. They could have renovated, but that's weird. Not as weird as this gameplay, though. Bizarre.
Something
Locked.
about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
There is a lot of real estate to explore. Lockers. Painkillers! Yes. I almost feel like this is more like Max Payne than Alan Wake, honestly.
It won't open.
But it's not quite to the level of Max Payne.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
And by external, I mean everything in the room first. Should really clean your dish pants better. Why does that have physics? I'm just getting absolutely lost in exploring everywhere but where I need to be.
Can't be opened on this side.
Why were those in there instead of, organs or anything? You really need to clean these better. Does that have physics? No.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
I mean, not having a heart? It's probably, the cause.
There's writing on here.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Tattoo gun. Same one used to tattoo the other guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It doesn't add up.
Because post-mortem they would have done it after he died, but then they brought him back out of the lake and threw him on the table
This
then?
looks like text.
Or
A
was
tattoo?
he
Nightingale
actually
didn't
dead?
strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Look at how bloated his feet are.
Aha.
Aha!
He did leave something inside his chest.
Time to pull me back out of this and back into my mind, please. Zoom out. Oh, okay. Oh, I can just hop from them. I don't have to... Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that again. Okay.
Time to see what Nightingale's body
Search a
can
new
tell us.
trail, okay. Anything to learn from the body? Cause of death? As I suspected, it looks like something was put in there. Looks like Nightingale put up a fight. Yourself. Ritual writing.
Think.
Oh my god.
Chest wound is cause of death.
Clearly.
The corpse is bloated. Waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Well, it wasn't himself. Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest cavity. How did the killers have the time to put the tattoos on the body? So...
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Yep. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics.
I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Sure. Oh my god. She is so passive-aggressive, too. Cult psychology.
Nope.
Oh my god. I think I hate this woman. What's the purpose? Marking territory? A warning feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest?
Doesn't look right.
Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride? Locked box of cult supplies, some useful things in here. Who left these? Cauldron Lake area.
Right.
The writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? The note here... We're in this together here. What do they mean? Who left this? Goals. Examine the chest cavity. Don't wear gloves or anything. That's fine. You didn't even wash your hands. I don't think you're qualified for this.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on.
Hi, Sean.
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant.
Sean Ashmore, ladies and gentlemen.
I have them right here. No, wait.
Hi.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Key.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
A gun with one bullet. Hi.
I'll make you pay.
That line... The lines are not accurate here.
He's coming. No
The
weapon.
subtitles are wrong, my dude.
The page said to get into the light.
Developer, I found a bug. The subtitles didn't match. Stay in the light.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
That's an interesting shift in the mechanic. Because they could see you before.
He can't see me in the light.
Still can't pull my gun out.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Okay, so he's on a cycle. Safe havens will restore your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Go!
Ooh.
Vanished.
It took way too long to get to the shooting part of this game. Although combat was never their main focus. End of chapter. Okay. We're off to a strange start. Somebody's home.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Alright, so that is where I'm going to end this episode. Some thoughts. Obviously, this beginning is pretty slow. Lots of exploring. This investigation mechanic is an interesting new addition, but it's kind of dry. There's a lot of weird... It pulls you out of the gameplay to go into her mind place, where she puts together information with thoughts that she couldn't possibly have unless they're being force-fed to her, which basically they are. It's almost out of time, like knowledge from the future being fed back to her in the bootstrap paradox. The gameplay is strange, so I get what people are saying about the gameplay not being as good. It might get better. I'm totally invested in this. It is going to be a longer game for sure because there is a lot of this exploring and solving the mystery, and I do love solving a good mystery. But it took so long for us to get to the combat, which it's not the main priority of this game to have the combat, but without it, it's just a game about walking around. So thank you everybody so much for watching. We will go back to this very soon. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you are a fan of this game, if you've seen other people play it, no spoilers, but tell me if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!